front of the main street here anchored down.
Yeah, we were gonna do that in July, I think.
Yeah, we were. And I know it's.
You have the rebar cut?
Yeah, I have them
They got
all
a whole
made.
pile over there, and it's,
You finished welding all those?
yeah. It's just a matter,
They've been done for a long time, I just don't have.
okay, and let me kind of come in Jay's defense. I go down there on Monday morning, I says, we need to do this, this, and this, and this, and he drags out a list and he adds it on to the best that I want done. And then he goes over to this other list and says, well, this is what they want done. And this is what so-and-so over here wants done. But which one do you want me to go off? I said, go off my list.
Prioritize.
Yeah, we gotta prioritize.
I just put that one on the bottom.
People just
We do
don't
need to
know
get it
why.
done, so if you're late, cause it'll take Lacey to help you, cause you're gonna have to run a string
Yeah.
and do it. And it has to be quartered. Well, come on in.
Well, there he is.
Better late than never.
It's
Not
over.
really.
No? Oh, dear.
My suggestion, before you start anchoring those down, is to move them out a little bit and clean under there because there's so much rud. And it doesn't make a lot of sense to anchor down with all this crud
They're not
around them,
flat.
including weeds and other kinds of
Sand.
junk.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, I'll name
Yeah.
them.
You need to
Yeah, no.
move them out a little bit and get it kinda cleaned out.
Didn't
around
you
there.
guys spray it
It's gonna hit.
all once?
Yeah, and I
Right
washed,
before we did it?
I washed not long ago and from mine through there.
I've washed it a lot.
Okay, do we have anything else for Jay?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, we got some,
Town
charcoal
clerk.
stuff at my place.
Excuse me. Well, Dave, your dogs are terrifying.
Once it, I'm gonna.
They're what?
have to
Terrifying.
go out there and do that.
Why?
When I went to read your meter, the gate was, the latch was up, and something like catches it so that it doesn't just
Yeah.
swing open, but they were pushing and pushing and pushing, and I'm like, oh no, what? Put the latch down.
They might lick you to death.
Really?
Yeah.
They're not mean?
Oh, no.
Oh, they seem terrifying.
Well, if you have issues with dogs,
I got bit twice last meter reading,
we need
and
to
then
turn that
his
in.
scared me.
You need to turn that into the law enforcement.
Yeah.
It needs to be dealt with. We cannot allow these
It
dogs
does.
to bite you.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
Oh, way.
cause I talked to him about that other guy's house.
Talk to who?
Oh, one of the sheriffs. Not Croft, that was here, a different one.
Oh, that's his last name.
And he was, I don't know how he said it, but technically it's a civil matter, so they can't do anything about
If
it.
somebody gets bit?
Well, like for me to go in there and read it or something.
Really?
We have a city ordinance that you are allowed to go into that
Yeah.
property
Yeah.
and do that.
Yeah.
And if that dog is preventing you from doing that, they're in violation of that city ordinance,
Right.
which also comes with penalties if it's so done.
So, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, now, if you would get that, so you can give it to the officer and say, here's our laws, you have to follow this law here. So you need to come with me and we'll go talk to this guy.
Yeah.
And it better not happen twice.
So that means he'll go where that meter is, what I'm talking about, and he'll sign the complaint?
After he gets bit?
Not unless you go with me.
I'm not going
Jerry, he's gotta lose a limb.
I'll tie a rope around me, but you gotta pull me out.
He'll be
Well,
like,
Jerry already lost one from that dog.
oh no.
Okay, but no, as far as the dogs and getting bit and stuff, we cannot have that.
Bite them back.
And we do have a city
Jerry
ordinance
has
that
to
backs
quit
that up.
fighting the meter reader. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, if they're giving you problems,
Well, it was weird because the two usually are really nice. So apparently I just had a bad vibe that I gave them that day, but,
Bite them back, Lacey. Don't let them get by with that.
don't let them get away with it. If you
Yeah.
let them get away with it this time,
oh yeah.
you'll have to
it's
fight it
weird
next time. If you take care of it this time,
Yeah.
you won't have to fight with it next time.
Well, if the dog keeps you from reading the meters, you'll have to estimate it.
Yeah,
And
well,
you
there's
tend
one
to
down here that needs to
overestimate.
be dealt with
Estimated
because it
height.
is
That's what I
actually
do. I do a
said,
couple of
and
them.
I can't get it.
Okay.
No, this is another one that like guards the carport.
He lives right across from
That's
Yeah.
terrifying too. Like I can
Where-
get in there,
Davies.
but as soon as I turn my back to walk back,
Are those the
you can
nice
hear it
people
coming.
from
Where you used to live?
Southern, with a southern draw?
Over here?
Yeah.
Oh, across the street from your dad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's the gravel guy. And he
Okay.
Yeah.
said that dog is mean because he used to chase hogs or something with it.
Okay. Tell him to get it taken care of, because we do have a city ordinance that backs it up.
Yeah.
And
Otherwise,
they
I'm
look
gonna
at-
give
They're
him like
nice people.
10,000 gallons and. Just kidding. But-
There's ways of dealing with it.
Yeah.
Bring it up to me when we're not in front of a whole bunch of people here, and we will find that ordinance and we will get it taken care of.
Some bear spray.
Yeah, I do have theirs. But
Because when you start taking money out of their pockets, then they start tying their dog up where you can get in there. Or they get rid of the dog
Do you guys read the meter every day of the month, that they would know?
every month.
I know, but every day, the
Oh,
same
the
day?
same day?
No.
We would like to get to that at some point here, but if I can
It's close.
just at least get a hold of them and
Let
make a
them know.
plan with
Okay.
them, yeah. Cause I made it out of there once, but I don't know if I can try it again. It was close,
Okay.
but
But
anyway.
now that you brought it up, it's something we need to address, and we'll get it dealt with,
Mhm.
okay?
Okay, and then this last month has just mainly been about the past due amounts.
And how we
Lots.
doing? Did we bring in
Yeah,
a chunk of change this month?
yeah, I'm gonna start keeping track and bringing an amount each meeting of what the past due,
I'd
and
like
then
to
we'll
see
see
that.
it change throughout the next 12 months. I
Yeah.
kinda wanna look at it in a 12-month thing, but yeah, it's been all about liens, and I am,
You should have negotiated a percentage of this before we started.
Yeah, there you go.
commission but I'm trying to find out how to put actual liens on properties that we can't get anything done
The
with.
lawyer should be able to walk
Yeah,
you through
and they
that.
sent me a bunch of stuff to read today, so.
It's not that tough. I've done it.
No. Well, I had one tell me that it, like numerous, lots and lots of people can have a lien on the same property. Then once it sells, nobody gets any money because it's all divided between
Mhm.
50 people or
Yeah.
whatever.
Mhm.
And that it's not worth it, that's what the judge,
Well, it's.
And that would be fine,
this judge.
we would recoup some of the
Some.
loss
Yeah.
and not lose all of it.
Yeah.
When can you file for tax liens? That's where you get
Well,
your
no,
money.
The tax liens, yeah.
The
Not
tax
until
liens have to
May.
be done, how many
And
months
see,
before January
I
or
did
July?
do that process, but I didn't send registered letters. I sent letters, but not registered letters. So I screwed it completely up.
So,
That's
but this
okay.
year, we're not gonna make the same mistakes we did last year.
Is that not something that they cover in the courses that you take?
There will be, I haven't had the courses yet, cause they're not until, what'd you say, is that March? Is when we have to go to that thing?
March, I think.
Yeah, that's when I get to start.
Okay, okay.
But,
Good.
yeah. But I have been hooked up with some really good clerks that are really nice, and they send me stuff all the time. I bother them all the time.
Good.
But, so not just Kirsten anymore, I don't bother her,
Was it-
yeah, I bother
100%.
other people now too.
There you go. Share the love.
Yes,
Yes.
spread it around.
I'm pestering everyone now. But, yeah, so that's been the main thing, is because we really just wanted to get some of those taken care of, and there has been shut-offs. Some of them are still shut off,
Yeah.
and that's, like a month and a half they've been shut off. They can't do anything, we can't do anything. If they can't help in any way, try to make some kind of,
Right.
yeah, so there's people who are still shut off, and I don't know what they're doing. Maybe that's the sewer smell, no.
That could be. That's a pretty good idea.
You just gotta keep in mind that, I mean, we'll do what we can do, but we
Yeah.
can't do it
But when
all.
somebody
No.
says, I can't make even a $25 payment,
Then you
what
can't
do you
have
do?
service.
Yeah,
Because
there's
your
not- I
service
mean-
is more than that a month.
exactly. If they can't
They do
even
that,
come up
and then
with
they
anything.
say, but then they got that $700 or $800 phone,
Oh, yeah,
you know, so.
yeah.
What do you do? If they can't help themselves, we can't help.
Or a $700 tattoo.
Jeez,
Yeah.
$1 pretty important.
Yeah, you would think, wouldn't you?
Doesn't seem to bother her.
Well, you're doing a great job from me. Thank you very much.
When?
Thank you.
Just one
Right.
Oh, no.
She,
Was
she
Gary
is doing a
down?
very good job.
Yes, I don't know, he texted me about
I
it
would.
later or something.
Wanna
Was
do
it
that
Gary
job.
or Dennis?
I
Too
thought
many people
about it
that
today.
bitch.
When I have to send out the
Well, I don't know.
December
He
bills,
just
it
said
asks
something
you
about light
if you
run down
wanna
next
put a
month.
message. Like, alright,
Oh,
it's been 12 months.
Oh, I see.
Wish me luck on the next one. Still here for right now. But no, I've been looking through the ordinances and trying to know some of those so that I don't look like a complete idiot when it comes to that. But lots to learn, and those books are so screwed up.
You will, but knowing the ordinances, it's something we haven't had for a few years around here. And we used to
But it's
have
kinda
really good,
interesting,
so
too.
that's nice.
Reading them shouldn't, I mean, I don't know why, but it is kinda interesting. But the books are so screwed up, you don't know what's the newest and what's been, it's so messed up. I
And
can't
that's
wait
one of the
until
issues
that
I
can
have
get
discussed
fixed.
with our attorney, because
Yeah.
for him, what he said was, he doesn't wanna get started on the ordinances until we have a town charter. We cannot find a town charter anywhere. Has not been registered. So we have to have a town charter first. So he is trying to figure out what he's gonna have to do to get that, and that's on his list of things I have given him to do. So we need a town charter before we can start working on the ordinances.
Well, what I mean is I just can't wait for that point. So
I know
that, that won't be so confusing, because then once the book is all redone, I can put them all on the website.
Yeah,
And then
Right.
every single one will be
And
on
you
there,
can
and then it'll
search
be
it.
easy to add things as
and
they
search
come.
things.
Yes.
Yeah,
Because right now, you got 4 books that you have to go through to
yeah, and they're all
find the
mangled
latest,
and,
newest update to everything. And it is
and it's
challenging.
handwritten by somebody with terrible writing in the index, they made their own, but they wrote it.
I did that.
Well, you need some help with your penmanship now.
Okay, is there
You do
anything,
it, though.
anything else? for the town
No, I
clerk?
guess not, for now.
Do we have any questions for our town clerk? Okay. The next is a little bit of time for the mayor or the council, if they would have anything that they would like to say, or?
Did we get our, money for our road over there?
The bar
Road
slab?
work, yeah.
Not yet, and I haven't heard a word about that.
I thought that was supposed to come in right away.
Yeah. I haven't heard a word, the last thing I heard about it, and I forgot to check on it, but it was that it was approved. And that's the last thing anybody
We
said.
can't get bids
But-
or anything until we make sure we
Yeah,
have money.
until we
Yeah, we
have the
can't get
money.
our paperwork.
What
and our-
about the loan for the water? Did you find a copy of that?
We still can't find that either, or the sewer loan.
So we still don't know what we're,
No. We might, and once we find it, we might even be able to
change something.
change, yeah.
To change.
Maybe the prices can go
But we
down.
have to find what we
Yeah,
signed up for.
gotta find it, yeah.
Yes, yeah.
And I think this winter I'll come in on some Saturdays and just not write it
What
down.
about the loan institution? Don't they have a copy of it? We borrowed it from?
Yeah, but I gotta find who that is.
Whoever we write the payment to,
Well, true, but they're,
at least you could
I don't
track
know all the
it back. right?
payments yet, cause they're not all, they're not
Yeah,
all
at least we could
just
track
one.
it back.
Yeah, and I asked our financial guy, and he was no help. Cause I figured he would at least have record from the last few years, cause he's been doing it, but he can't help me on that. But
won't.
this winter, I'm gonna go through every single thing in here and try to organize it by fiscal year, so it's year.
Put something GPS on before you go in there.
Oh, I know.
That way we
And
can find you.
I need to fit, like, the light in there is literally a chicken lamp. It is, like you pull the string and it's a chicken lamp. So whoever was in jail in there had a hard time.
He didn't read.
Like sliding in there. Yeah.
you worried about it.
That's why I want him in the winter. So it's cold.
Well, good. And yes, one thing I would like to let everybody know is that for Christmas, it's a Christmas season. And
Oh, it is?
Jay and Lacey went out and they got some stuff up, you know,
What'd
for
you
town
get?
decorations.
nice.
Marge and the improvement committee is doing things. We have these other ladies that are doing things. And, you know, the town looks better than it has for, you know, for a while.
Oh, some of the homes are just doing astronomical.
Yeah, I noticed
Bill,
that
Burl, yours
earlier.
is beautiful.
Yeah. Now, it's hard to keep up with your neighbors, you know, I just.
We'll talk about it.
Oh,
It
yeah.
makes everybody look
Lit
better.
up.
I love the Rudolph decor that your wife has.
Yeah.
I wanna steal it so bad.
Go ahead.
But
Yeah.
I would like to thank everybody for whatever they're doing for the holidays, for making sure that things are spruced up, cleaned up, and, you know, we got that spirit in town. And I
I'll
think
put a
that's
light in my
cool.
window one day here too.
Yeah, we went up in that town shop, and there is a lot of crap
Oh,
up there
yeah.
that we
There's
can
so much
utilize.
lights.
Yes.
So our
She's
plan
enthused.
next year is to get the FFA kids, like, the second week of November, and to help us utilize some of those. There's
Yeah,
Lorees that are
there's
gorgeous.
so many, yeah.
Yeah,
There's all kinds of stuff, so, yeah, that's one of our things that,
that would be great.
yeah. And I love those ladies' decorations, I just, you know, I don't wanna
Well,
create
they gotta do
animosity,
it
I
right.
wish that we would all
just gotta do
enjoy,
it
right.
yeah.
Yes, and I wasn't aware of what they were doing, and I didn't.
Yeah, you got a funny look on your face, so I wondered like, I don't believe you, and I was gonna say, well, how would you like to go put a screw over
No,
his
I-
deal?
If you say it, I believe it.
Okay.
Not any question about not believing, I'm just wondering,
They did beautiful decorations,
Yeah.
but that,
but that is
They just
not.
probably don't know.
and to
Exactly.
walk on that picnic table, ooh, that's a no-no with me.
That's, yes, it is, cause we spend a lot of money on that table.
Well, and those, yeah, but the church people come in and the amount of work those people did on those tables, they worked for over a week to sand them down good enough to put that finish on.
Yeah.
And those come from, when we had that guy from up at White Sulphur Springs, he brought them down to the
Right.
improvement committee.
And I've been trying to get Mr. Fenner down here to build us our other one,
Oh, that'd be nice.
so we can have both of them the same down there. So, I told him, hurry up and get it in, you can get a paycheck, you know, for Christmas. So, I don't know, I didn't see the bill in there, so.
No, no.
Anyway, I would like to thank everybody for doing their part in town for the Christmas season. And I know that everybody takes care of their neighbors. And I see that in this town, which is really an uplifting thing to me. And I try to do my part, and I know that everybody here does, to help their neighbors. We do what we can. I'm glad. And I would like to thank everybody for that, and I'd like to thank all the council for being a part of making this
I
town
really
better.
appreciated the openness tonight from the council. What you brought up and you followed up with, and clearing that up, and I'll shut up real quick, but you said nobody wanted to run. A lot of it is because there was for years, there hasn't been honesty and clarity about mistakes or anything. And I think you'll see
That's
more
how you
people.
change it, is get to be part of it.
But
That's how you change it, is get to be part of it.
Yeah,
because
if
Nobody
you don't
wants to
like
be part
it,
of
change
But
it.
they, I
They
know,
wanna
but
sit out
that's
there
why they
and
backed out.
complain.
A lot of people did because of that bill.
Well, I can,
And it's
Then
really
why didn't they
changed
come change
lately.
yes, I don't yell.
There was opportunities for them to get in and change it, and they did not.
Yeah,
And
but
we're just asking for some of these people that are so concerned,
To be a part of it.
be part of it.
well, the reason I never has, I wasn't smart enough there.
Nicely, same thing every time.
So why don't
There's
we
no
have people
prerequisite,
running
believe
for
me.
mayor?
Why
I
don't we
mean,
have anybody?
Yeah, Do you
I-
have any
I don't know.
inkling why?
I had waited to the last day of the last day. Was hoping somebody would put their name in.
I did hear lately, I did hear within the last month, a couple of people, and it was not with animosity whatsoever. They're newer people, and they said, you know, I think I'd like to get involved with the city council.
Yeah.
And that's the first time I've heard it
Or
in
they
several
have tonight,
years.
Marge.
Yeah,
Were
there's
they
not
drunk?
anybody here.
What?
Yeah, were they drunk?
No, damn it, the Cowboys closed.
Yeah.
But that's how I agree. If you're gonna bitch about it, don't bitch about it. Do something
Yeah.
to change it.
Yes.
I agree with that wholeheartedly.
Yep.
Get part of it and help solve the problems. And that's what everybody here does, so.
If I was up there, there'd be a lawsuit. That's
We got
a
a lawyer,
guarantee.
Jerry.
That's a guarantee.
We
We've
have
been there,
a lawyer.
done that, we got a t-shirt for the lawsuits.
And you'll learn, if you were gonna be on the council, Jerry, that I would instruct you on some things you can't say. And it's, you know, it's.
You don't know Jerry.
Good luck.
Yeah,
Put 'em up
Wrong
one.
guy.
And there's some things you can say.
you're
And
thinking of the
Dale
wrong
would be
guy.
right there. And here's the thing that I like about this council. Each and every one of them. They don't go around behind my back or anywhere else. If they have something to say, they say it. They come right to me and say, you screwed up. Okay, what did I do? And I wanna correct it. But on the same token, I'll kind of go to them and say, hey, you know, we can't be doing this. And that's just, but they're point blank. They tell it like it is. If they have a problem with something, they're not afraid to come and talk about it.
I can't believe it with that guy sitting there.
And you know, I like that, because I never have to guess.
Oh, I do too.
What he's saying.
Nobody.
You
Never has to guess.
So,
Is that it?
that's it. We're
Next
gonna-
day,
January 11th, I believe.
10th, isn't
Oh, I don't have a new one yet.
January 11th?
Yep.
Okay.
Bill?
So do we have a motion?
Are you done
it?
yet?
Sure. Motion